Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Friday Night Frostpunk Breach of Trust here in Frostpunk 2. Like always, let's make sure everything's working here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right, what do we got going on tonight, my friends? Oh, hey, baked ham cuts. How you doing? Dude, good to see you. I've been so busy becoming clear. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. How you doing? How you doing? I still don't know what your regular username is. One of these days I hope to find out. How you doing? Hey, Burnt Bananas. Hello, hello. What's up, what's up? Start of the stream can't be any worse than yesterday. Or can it? Knock on wood. Yeah, I know, right? I'm still kind of... I still have some PTSD. I'm like, nothing's on fire, right? Nothing blew up. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Lauren, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Oh, man, I hope you're doing a little bit better. Good to see you, though. Thanks for joining in. Happy almost weekend, everybody. Although I guess it's Friday night. That's the weekend right there, isn't it? Welcome back to some more Friday Night Frostpunk. So we're continuing the run that we've been doing. We're trying out the new DLC content, Breach of Trust. Our main goal is to develop a metropolis. So we have to get to 50,000 people. We're at 21.9. This is just a kind of side thing we got with the Legionnaires here. So we'll see if we can complete that. It was kind of bugged last week, so we're not sure there. We're just finishing up a whiteout. We still haven't gotten the volcano yet, though. Oh yeah, we can't see because the whiteout's going by, but we haven't gotten the big new Breach of Trust thing, the volcano. But let's see. Oh, whoops, I unpaused. We don't want to unpause yet. So we have a big food problem here, right? We have a big food problem. And that's mainly because we are in the whiteout, and so we can't get shipments from our food colony here. As you can see, we got plenty of food here. So once the whiteout passes by, and we can get this going again, we'll be good. Now, we also need to construct some skyways so that we can get more goods going. It looks like we have some skyways. Oh, do we? Yeah, you can kind of see it there. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see where it ends right there. So when the whiteout passes through, we can finish doing the skyways. So this is supposed to be the end of the whiteout. So let's fix up the heat. I think what we can do is we can just do a global decrease by 1. Because we are at a deficit in terms of fuel here. So let's get everything... Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright. We're back to gaining oil. Luckily, we had this big stockpile of coal. Alright. Yeah, there we go. So the whiteout is now gone. Oh yeah, we had turned... I think I had turned a whole bunch of stuff off to get through the whiteout. So let's start turning stuff back on. Anything else that's off? We've got to have something that's off. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, everything here is off. I was like, why the hell do we not have all the materials that we need? So all of this stuff is turned off. We're going to turn all of this back on. I guess I can just hit the little on button there. Not sure how much you know. Bit of a blur the last few days. However, I ended up In the hospital with a fever of 106. Oh my god. And a heart rate of 131. They took me in instantly, gave me some meds, brought down the fever and heart rate, done a ton of tests, not COVID thankfully, okay, and then sent me home with some new meds. Since then, it's been night and day. Fever is there, but not as bad. Appetite is returning. I can drink again. Oh my god, okay. Well, very glad to hear it, that, like, you're on the mend. Wow, it sounds like you really went through it. And I guess they know it's not COVID, but I guess they don't know what it is, it sounds like. Which is, it's crazy. Oh my god. Thank God you went to the hospital when you did. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. Glad you're doing better. That is wild. Oof. To hear you right, I can drink again. Like, whoa. I think you've just been through it. Do we have things that are off? Yeah, no access due to resource deposit. Okay. Wait. What is it? To resource deposit. Oh, resource deposits are empty. On a side note, guess how much it cost me for all this? Oh no. Oh no, how much? How much? I feel like it's gonna make me cry. What area of the US do you live in? I'm in New York City. I live in good old NYC. Home sweet home. Oh, $0. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Yeah. Makes me sad. I mean, it doesn't make me sad. I'm happy that I'm happy that you're able to get care, but it's just like, why do we have to live like this in the US, you know? Okay. Disease is growing. Yeah, so this is gonna happen just because of the food scarcity. Yeah, and we got coal coming from up here. So we're not going to be able to do anything with all this stuff. We have a bunch of teams, though. Well, I'm worried, though, to get all of our Frostland teams busy, because they're going to have to go back out and start working a lot of this stuff. Citizens, it would be cheaper for you to fly to Australia to get care, I think. It's true. It's true. There's a lot of stories of people going to Mexico here in the U.S. for healthcare because they have universal healthcare there, and so you get better care in Mexico than you do here. Oh, relationship rotation. That's right. Okay. So what do we do with this? Population growth is significantly increased. Disease is slightly increased. I don't know if we can afford anymore. A small step towards reason. I forget. Wait, what's the... I can never remember the ideology symbols. There we go, reason. And so... Ah, yes. Okay, so the Proteans we want to lean into like this law. Must be in Canada for that, then. When there's actually a serious health issue, the medical system works well. People always complain about the long wait times. That's for not serious problems. Yeah, you know, I hate it when you hear people complain about the long wait lines. The long lines, like, in Canada. As like, when people say it here in the US as a reason why we shouldn't have universal healthcare. Because I'm like... You know, the reason why we don't have long wait lines here is because we're just cutting people out of the line. Like, we're just having large swaths of people who aren't allowed to even get in line. So that doesn't mean we have shorter lines. Yeah, I hate it here in the US when people are like, oh, we shouldn't have universal healthcare because, like, Oh, the long lines. And I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. Let's check on the food colony one more time here. So they're doing okay for themselves. They are losing coal. Ah, they don't have enough people, so we need to send more people. For me, I arrived, saw a nurse, and was given the first round of treatment within 10 minutes. Saw the doc within 30 minutes. Oh, man. Yeah, for all the talk here in the US about how we don't have long lines, if you went to an emergency room in the United States, you would not, like, see a doctor or a nurse that quickly. So, yeah, people act like we don't have long lines here. We have tons of lines. God, we have got to get... Yeah, so there's no deposit there anymore. So we're getting oil from here. We need to get this back online and this damn whiteout. Oh. Oh, but so shouldn't we be able to get food flowing again? Ah, yes. Okay, so we need to get the skyline going. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. How long is this going to take? 4 weeks. Excellent, excellent. So we should get food flowing again in 4 weeks. Oh no, assassination in the council. Stuart. Oh wait, okay, so something I haven't mentioned yet. If you are on desktop, you can connect the Twitch companion app and you can vote on what you think I should do in any of these choices. And then when there are votes on things, you can vote on it. So I just opened up the first one. This is if you're on Twitch. Unfortunately, they don't have this companion on YouTube, but if you're on Twitch, you can connect the companion and you can vote now on what you think, which one of these options I should pick. Stuart, one of the Legionnaires has stabbed a speaker of Proteans to death. At the exact moment, bands of Legionnaires storm several districts in the city. The city is on the brink of chaos. The Proteans are furious and terrified. These terrorists have no place in our city. They must either leave or cease to be Legionnaires. They get ready to fight back. Banishing the Legionnaires would punish this crime and unify your city under the ideals of Proteans. You could try to stop the madness and seek reconciliation. You would, however, have to ensure concessions from both sides. This is not the only way, though. Many in the city would rally behind you. You could retake the captain's lost authority, separate the bickering factions, and enforce order. I'm tempted to just banish them. I don't think we can find reconciliation. And I don't think I'll be able to enforce order. I'm not far enough along on getting all of the laws I need to get the captain's chair back. What amazes me is US pays most per capita, yeah, for healthcare out of any country, yet they don't have universal healthcare. That is the craziest thing to me, is that we're already paying for it. Like every like taxpayer in the US is paying the cost of universal healthcare. We're just not getting it. Like, it's absolutely absurd. The way it works here is you arrive, line up to see the triage nurse, which has 3 separate rooms. Then, depending on your likelihood of impending death, you're fast-tracked. So if you clog the room with a pointless issue, you can be there waiting for like 4+ hours till you're seen. Yeah, it's a natural disincentive, as it should be. As it should be, yeah. Like, you shouldn't be going to the emergency room for, like, not important things. I watch on YouTube because I got premium, but Twitch is better for community engagement. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we can't get this on YouTube. It would be nice. Oh! I'm on a new system here. I can't read it as well. Man, my system's failing me. Who did... Hey, okay, Rinkerson, hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about that. So I just recently switched my whole setup here, and I have a new activity feed. Oh, there it is. Now I see where it is on my regular feed. All right. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How are you? YouTube needs to catch up on its live stream interactions. Yeah, I feel like it's probably an issue because YouTube would have to let people into whatever their system is. All right, we're gonna try banishing the Legionnaires here. I think that's the best way to go about it. The Legionnaires are to be banished from the city. You know, I just realized though, after I click it, we're trying to build a metropolis and get a whole bunch of people. Maybe reconciliation was the way to go because we're probably going to lose a lot of people now. The Legionnaires are to be banished from the city. For this not to be a death sentence by any other means, they need a new home. We need to designate a colony to which Legionnaires are to be exiled to. With some effort, we could make the colony more welcoming, and the Legionnaires may immigrate voluntarily. Otherwise, we'll need to force them out. Well, I can tell you one thing. I don't want to give them the food colony, but we do have a potential materials colony. Yeah, we'll give them the materials colony. Let's connect a path. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, here we go. What am I doing? All right, so we'll connect that. Stuart, tensions have risen to a fever pitch and threaten to tear the city apart. Angry mobs swarm the streets, and the city descends into a violent free-for-all. The people have lost faith that your rule can solve the many problems that plague us. The city spirals into chaos. If we do not calm tension soon and restore order, this will be the end. Alright, so let's deploy the guards here. Stuart, the guards are awaiting orders on what their priorities should be while quelling fighting in this district. I can't speak tonight. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. If they fight alongside the Proteans to neutralize the Legionnaires quickly and efficiently, they'll incur numerous casualties. However, if they instead try to arrest Legionnaires, they'll avoid bloodshed, but require more guards and prolong the process. Oh man, we don't have any prisons, so we can't take the less violent path. Do you know anything about Nintendo Switch 2? Figured I should ask you before I buy. Oh, no, I'm not much of a Nintendo person, unfortunately. I do have a Switch, but I don't use it as much. I mainly got it to play Breath of the Wild. And I wasn't the only one who used it. My wife was very much into Animal Crossing. She's not a gamer, but she did like Animal Crossing. And then, you know, my kids use it. So that was kind of my justification to get it. But I haven't gone out and gotten a Switch 2 because I'm not big on Nintendo gaming, other than Zelda. But the Switch 2 does look kind of awesome. I will say, as somebody who doesn't do a lot of Nintendo gaming, the Switch 2 looks kind of cool. I think it's really cool they added like that mouse feature that the controller can turn into a mouse. I haven't seen any like videos of anybody using it, but it seems pretty cool. All right, so I guess we're going to speed the Protean's victory here. Now, we're not going to be able to do that. Deploy guards to shield the people or structures in this district from destruction. Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, we have 2 salvaging factories. Let's protect this. Stewart, the guards are awaiting orders on what their priorities should be while protecting this district. They could form a cordon around vital infrastructure, halting its destruction, or they can instead focus on keeping civilians out of harm's way and prevent their deaths. Which should be the priority? Oh, we don't have enough to save lives? All right. Stop destruction, I guess. Can we get more guards here? No, we don't have enough augmentations. I'm basically going to buy Switch 2 once Ocarina of Time Remake. Yeah, it's coming out in the fall. Yeah, it makes sense. You might be able to get one of those bundles, too, where it, like, comes with the game or something like that. Alright. Proteans with the battle. We're still doing that. Okay. Hey, Mauricio! What's up, my friend? How's the game going? You know, we're doing okay, I guess. Oh, okay, I guess we're doing okay. Tension crisis averted. You managed to steer us clear of the tension crisis. Nice.
Authorities are reacting to the crisis.
So yeah, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All right, let's repair it. A lot of damage done here. How? Whoa. Oh. I'm just turning it on and off. Oh my god, oh my god. I feel like before this update it was different. You pressed it once, it was instantly repaired. Now it, like, takes time. I'm not crazy. I swear. I swear I'm not crazy. Dispatch guard squads to help the defenders subdue the aggressors. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
List of districts closed due to destruction has been updated. Stay away.
Alright, well this one is working well. And of course we gotta get a colder season. We have like... Alright, hold on. Let's see what's going... That whiteout has gotta be gone. Yeah. Okay, we need this coal. Let's connect... No, let's connect pathway. Let's connect trails. I feel like it'll get done a lot quicker. Yeah, we have a path to the city there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we haven't explored those. God. Alright, set that up. Do we have... Okay, we have skyways. This value has been... What? No, 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 we want this. Yes, there we go. Alright. Alright, we finally have got some food coming in. And we can actually turn this district off so we don't have to heat it. We've got 8 weeks of coal left. Eliminate opposition. Find a deportation site. I see Ham authoritarian arc just keeps going. I know. Oh, what is this? The final years of Australia all over again? Oh, hey, Pamanu, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Man, this game is amazing to play during wintertime, being cozy and all. Yeah, I know. God, it's so hot today in New York City. It was so humid that it's like... this game doesn't seem so bad. Oh. We got fighting going on up here. Oh, God. How you doing? Good to see you. Playing this game's when you freeze in due to climate change is even more immersive. Oh, that's right. It's the winter for you. I was like, freezing? What are you talking about? Yeah, for me, it's humid and awful. Oh, God. Hey, Radical Anarchist. Hello, hello. Happy Friday, friendos. Yeah, happy Friday to you, my friend. Good to see you. How you doing? You know, we really need more... We really need more guards. Oh, yeah, turning this off turns off the Research Institute. Oh, I don't want trust to fall anymore. Alright, let's unpause. Oh yeah, what is it we're voting on here? Alright, we'll open this up to Twitch. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote and has a chance. I've been suppressing the landlords, but I see it doesn't affect Ham. Yeah. No. I have the cheat codes. Alright, so... Oh, relationship rotation. That's right. The Proteans will like this. Disease will be increased, but we do need more population. And this is probably going to pass. So I think we'll let this one ride. So we're going to go to vote on this one. So anybody who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go. So we just need 51. Yep, we got it.
The proposed law has been approved.
Ah, that got us a Utopia point. So boost augmentation. It will take more materials. Efficiency is increased. Some workers will get... Oh, cyclically injured. Percentage of active workers. Human cores. Some die. Oh, jeez. I guess we could do this. Everyone ought to rely on themselves and be their own steward. No one will be held liable for the actions or well-being of others. Oh, God. Maybe this was not the faction to back. But, self-stewardship we could use, so let's unlock that. We'll gladly trade places and take your July winter. You're gonna have a triple-digit day here in Texas. Oh, God, triple digits. Yeah, we didn't quite get to triple digits here today. We were in the low 90s, but it was so humid today. It was like one of the most humid days of the year, I swear. And so it felt disgusting outside. All right, speed, victory. Because this is a geothermal spot, so we need this. So this is going to be done in 3 days. Thank you, thank you. Stuart, 266 proteins died in a recent battle. They were overwhelmed as their opponents stormed with fervor and fury in their eyes. This will eventually lead to one side slaughtering the opposing faction. High fervor of warring factions means higher casualties. If one faction is decimated, the civil war ends. Alright, come on, come on. We need this done. What's going on here? Oh yeah, let's make sure everybody's nice and toasty here, because over here we can afford it. Oh, I forgot about the... Oh, God. I got so distracted. I'm sorry, foragers. I didn't mean it. Oh, damn it. The trail isn't connected. Right, there we go. In 4 weeks. My God. This game, man. Just putting one fire out after another. Okay. So we'll fix that up. Proteins win the battle. Let's speed to victory here. Let's fix this up. Oh, we can research something. Installation that drills into deep deposits while simultaneously collecting excess steam and redirecting it back to the district. Oh, it raises the temperature level. Okay, we could use that. Yeah, advanced geothermal plants. This is what we need. So deep geothermal plant, we get 300 from the steam, 240 from them. Yeah, we'll take this. Disease, though. Got a real disease problem. Oof, yeah, the humidity will get you. One of the nice things about second shift is usually only out when it's dark. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, when everything calms down a little bit. Well, it was so humid today because we got a massive, massive rain and thunderstorm during dinner time. It was crazy. It was so crazy, my kids were scared. My son, who's 6, I had to go sit with him in the bathroom while he pooped. Because he was too afraid to go poop by himself. That's how bad the thunderstorm was. I was like, buddy, I really don't want to sit in here for this. He's like, please, I'm afraid. I'm like, oh God, okay, fine. And then in like, you know, in like 8 years, you're gonna be like, I hate you. You're like, I had to sit in a bathroom while you pooped because you were afraid. Give me some slack here. You have put an end to all pitched battles in your city. We can expect a respite from violence for several weeks, but as long as militants exist and no permanent solution to the conflict has been found, fighting will break out again sooner or later. Civil wars will start again if we take too long to resolve the entire conflict. All right. So we've got no more fighting. How hot do your summers get in New York City? Well, it's kind of been exceptionally hot this summer. We will I mean, I would say the normal very hot day is in the 90s. But we've gone into the triple digits a couple times this summer. Do you have any inside info on the next Vicky 3 patches? I don't know. I don't have any inside info. Usually my inside info is only like a couple days early. I do get to see an early draft of the dev diaries, but I only get to see it usually like 2 days before they release it. And I've been checking furiously to see if there is any, and I haven't seen anything yet. So, other than that, no, I don't have any inside info. I can't wait either. Oh, the joys of parenting, I know, right? Like, oh my god. Come on now, kid. What is it trying to tell me about the food colony and coal? I guess that we need coal. Yeah, resource deposit empty. The materials colony. Yeah, I don't want to send everybody here. Okay, we're gonna get this. Oh, in 1 day. Let's wait. Oh, whiteout is still going. All right, so this is going now.
Central District.
Okay. So we're getting coal. Oof. All right. We'll keep all the districts chilly so that we can start stockpiling a little bit. Don't worry, I'm sure next summer won't also be even more record-breaking. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's just how it is now. Unfortunately. Alright, so we're stable at notable disease. Oh, do we not? Alright. Yeah, let's frost break over here. Alright, you know what? Let's send colonists to settle this. How many more people do we need here? Let's send people. I don't really know how much, but we'll send 600. Well, let me find out. Yeah, how many people does an extraction district take? 600. How many do we have working here right now? And then livable. Yeah, we don't need anything more here. All right, so we'll transfer like another 500 people. And then we can get coal going. They only have about 6 weeks left here. And we also, why do we have such a materials problem? We were rolling in materials at one point. Oh, this one needs to be fixed. Oh, that's why. Okay, this guy needs to be fixed here. Eliminate opposition. Rid the city of all legionnaires. At large, 3,616. Immigrated 0. Abandoned caused 9. Detained 0. Killed 90. Okay. Designate a colony for legionnaires and deport them. Round up all legionnaires. Yeah, we have that one colony going. So that'll be our new Australia. We'll deport all of them there. Our new prison colony. Ah,
all corners of the city.
wait, do we have this now? Oh, no, no, no. They're still getting there. Resource deposits are empty. Please tell me. Okay. So let's connect these trails. Damn, I can't believe we can't make it over there. Why is it not connecting to the trail? Oh, cost not met, that's why. Alright, I need more Frostland teams. At least we have another inevitable ice age coming at some point. Will it be caused by nuclear Armageddon or climate catastrophe? Yeah, place your bets now on Kalshi. Oh god. Kalshi. Don't get me started on those things. Kalshi, an official sponsor of the Trump administration. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. God, I hate all those things. First of all, the fact that they're not, they try to pretend like they're not betting sites. Like, I mean, literally, it's like, don't believe your eyes. Like, my guys, how are you not a betting site? I suppose we could use some prisons. Oh, look, we can see the skyways here. That's kind of cool. So what happens if we raise the heating up by 1 everywhere? Oof! Yeah, let's not do that. Then let's just do housing. Because this will help with disease. Alright. What do we have? Yeah, no, not this. We don't want to do it. We do rule. Stewart's Militia. Ooh, yeah, we can do this. Unlocks the Enlist Stewart's Militia community action, which provides additional guard squads. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to open the vote up to Twitch. Anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. We have enough votes for this to pass, so we're just going to go straight to the vote for this one, but I'll give everybody a chance to vote who wants to. So going once, going twice. Here we go. Send your prisoners back in time to Australia in the 19th century. Meta campaign, Time Paradox Edition. Yeah, what if we could add Frostpunk 2 to like the mega campaign? I guess that we wouldn't get to Victoria 3 because if you go by when Frostpunk 1 starts. No, we would. Yeah, we would get to Victoria 3, but we wouldn't get through the 100 years.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
All right, we need materials, so... Oh, yeah, this is iron. We need to research something for that. Oh, you know what, though? Oh, my God. Yeah, we got way too many goods output going. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we can balance everything out a little bit. You're thinking about it too narrowly. It's not just a betting site, it's also a vehicle for inside trading, yeah. And bribing public officials, a real one-stop shop. I think that's the thing that I find so maddening about our time. Is that there's such blatant corruption. And yet, we're supposed to pretend like... No, that's not corruption. That's just somebody who's really smart at what they do. Is it, though? Alright, we need to be gaining coal here. Look, we're losing population. We're going in the wrong direction. I love the objective. The city must not fall. Oh, okay. 0 of 1. Thanks. Thanks so much. Alright. God, I could really use this advanced geothermal plant right about now. When are these people gonna get to... Oh, we got some stuff to explore there. Like, are they still on the way? Alright, I guess they're still trying to figure it out. Oh, yeah, we can take people in. Ugh! Oil. This whole time, connect the trails. Oh, we don't have enough. Alright, let's build a new logistics district. Get ourselves some Frostland teams. It's gonna give us something else we gotta heat. But it'll be okay, because we can get more oil flowing in. Oh, you're right, I forgot this game was alt history. My brain was still on Surviving Mars and Viking 3. Oh god, yeah, of course it just got colder. Alright, as long as we can keep things chilly. Gives us 22 weeks. I think that'll be okay. So we just gotta get this going. Where did all these guys go? Yeah, it's we got 20 going to the colony. All right. Just gonna have to wait and hope for the best. Oh yeah, that's right. We have more people here now. Oh, nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's make it nice and warm here. Oof. Okay, we're gonna have to go chilly. So that the people over here aren't, like, dying. Damn, and we're gonna have to build a deep melting drill. And, oh god, we need 300 people? Are you kidding me? We're gonna have to send more people here. Oh god, we're getting to that point in every Frostpunk run where you just start panicking. This damn game. There's no Frostpunk run where you don't have at least one segment of the run where you're just panicking. Get these teams ready. We can get more of these guys. Uh-oh. Fine.
The delegates have gathered and will consider the steward's agenda.
All right, let's expand the district. Because we're just about at what we need. Oh, wait, actually, no. We don't need a full 20 for this. All right, there we go. That should get us more oil. Alright, we can get the martial law. Unlocks the martial law ability, which lowers the number of guard squads required for peacekeeping abilities. Let's do it. Might actually be able to get the captain's authority on this. Alright. The vote is opened up to Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, now you can vote. I'm not going to need to negotiate with anybody, though, because it looks like we have enough support for it. So we're going to go right to the vote. So anybody on Twitch who wants to vote, now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Here we go.
Hear ye, hear
All right.
ye. The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Now we're also almost done with this advanced geothermal plant. So if we can get that, we can get everything back online.
People of the city.
And by everything I mean
your
the
council
generator.
has voted.
Ah, the materials colony is online. What do we got? Please tell me we got some coal of some kind. Because we cannot give them anything. Alright. So, we're going to have to frost break out to the geothermal plant. And build that first. We've got plenty of workers. Oh, and we're going to need some housing. So... we should be able to get everybody housed with one housing district. Where are we getting all of this? I have no idea. Nice. Okay, the deep geothermal plant. Um... Can we build 2 of them? There we go. This should get us what we need in terms of heating. Oh, and so now let us research... Oh, we don't have enough heat stamps. We need to research a different building in order to get like a deep iron mine. As opposed to like the frozen forest stuff. Oh, but we are at the hour mark. And so we're about to get hit by ads pretty soon. So we do need to take a 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads. So 90 seconds, and we're going to be right back. All right, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back, and we're unpaused. All right, so we're building... Oh, what's happening? Unpause. There we go. So we're building geothermal stuff here. We're building housing and frost breaking here. We're done frost breaking. All right, when that's done, we get a geothermal plant going and get this colony up and running. Yeah, it's just all materials and prefabs. Why did they say... Why did the logo have food on it, though? I thought there'd be something here. I guess they meant it when they said it was a materials colony. Ah, yes, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Excellent. So let's raise the heat level. Allocate all heat. I want to make sure, at a bare minimum, the housing districts are heated. You know, it looks like what we need, it looks like we need to research... No, we need to research the iron thing. I was going to say, we need the generator upgrade so we can allocate more heat. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I forgot. Everything's got to go through Walika Town. So we have a lot of coal here. Wait, no, that's the materials colony. What am I doing? No, I want to do... So send them... You guys keep... Let's say, like, 75. Then we can go to the materials colony here. And let's transport... Yeah, about 71. What else can we give them? They're getting that. Yeah, you guys don't need all those materials. Plus 56 there. And so now we can turn the generator on. Or maybe we can't. So we'll get these guys level at 0. There we go. Because then they can collect more of those once we get this stuff up and running. Hey, Chaba! Hello, hello! What's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's your Friday going? All right, we've got a lot of teams. Yeah. So we got coal here. You know, before we connect that coal, why don't we... If we explore this area, we can get people going through there.
We are calling you.
No, Stuart, the Legionnaires have stormed a Protean's hideout, spreading the war to a new district. They set the building on fire to force them out before ruthlessly beating them. The Proteans had to retreat, leading many of their own behind. Now the Proteans are begging you to help them free the captives. They're not fighters. Some of them are children or elderly, pleaded a man whose family is held captive. Yeah, we'll send guards. Stuart, tension has risen to a fever pitch and threatened to tear the city apart. Angry mobs swarm the streets and the city descends into a violent free-for-all. The people have lost faith that your rule can solve the many problems that plague us. The city spirals into chaos. If we do not calm tension soon and restore order, this will be the end. All right. How do we designate a colony to send them to? Designate a colony. I want to send them to the materials colony. All right. We have dispatch construction crews to start setting up materials colony. 124 non-belligerent legionnaires have left to join them. We know that materials colony will never be self-sustainable without a reliable fuel source, but maybe if we provide enough fuel stockpile at the start, more will immigrate voluntarily. We can, however, transfer control of the colony at any moment. If there are still any legionnaires left in the city, we can deport them by force. Oh, man. So I went to my dietitian again today. I lost more than 14 pounds in a month and a half. Because of all the walking. Wow. Wow. Good for you, man. I mean, because, like, you're losing it from, like, physical exercise, so that's good. Stuart, many Proteans wonder why we are devoting precious resources to establishing a new home for the Legionnaires. It's their home, let them build it themselves, said their spokesperson. The guards can take care of any who turn up their nose. Our guards agree they could easily round up any Legionnaires who refuse to leave if we transfer control of the colony to them in its current state, shall we? No, I definitely don't want to do that. No. I want control of the colony. You guys crazy? Alright, let's expand this housing district. Oh, I see, that is 3. Okay. So that'll finish all of the housing needs that we have. Now let's frost break out. Oh, we actually don't need to. We can build... Oh, we don't have heat stamps. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, what else are we doing here? Who needs food? Oh, Walika Town needs food. Okay, yeah, so... Where was it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, harvest that. A circle of bunkhouses around a constantly burning bonfire. These people work nearly non-stop just to survive. Their eyes lit up at the sight of our scouts, to whom they confess their yearning for finer things in life, besides gathering wood and food. Yeah, take them in. So we need people. And we had another one of those over here. Same thing. Yeah, take them in. Yeah, she was looking at me like, what did you do? You're like, I just walked around a little bit. She's like, oh, okay. I mean, that's awesome. Why can I not allocate heat? Wait, what? What's happening here? I guess what I really need is the colony furnace capacity. Increases maximum furnace heat capacity, allowing you to produce and allocate more heat to districts in colonies. We need 200 heat stamps, we don't have it. But yeah, very welcome news. Yeah, that sounds awesome though. I mean, if at least work is helping to keep you healthy. You know, that's awesome. Good for you. Hey, maxed out. What's up? What's up? I'm late. 1 hour late. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. We still got plenty more to go tonight. Don't you worry. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Oh man. Okay, we got the guard squad's got some work to do here. Stuart, the people no longer trust you. If the situation doesn't improve, The council will demand a vote of confidence disputing your leadership. If you fail that vote, it will be the end of your rule. Alright, fine. So get those guys. Protect the district. I should be able to create more... Why can't I do this? No more augmented crew deployment chambers. Oh. YouTube didn't notify me about the stream. Oh, what? That's annoying. I would prefer it if YouTube did that. I have to look into why that is. That's a Saturday Hamcut's job right there. What's happening? What are we doing? We're hanging on by a thread. We started the stream off so well, and these legionnaires are like trying to end everybody's life basically. Like, this is the thing in this game. It's like, what are these guys trying to do? Like, we're all gonna die if you guys, you know, don't calm the hell down. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. It's a Friday. Ready for the weekend. Congrats. I'm a big fan of walking at night. Yeah, super grounding. And I think I might have found them. I had a checkup a couple of weeks ago, and I've been 10 to 15 pounds. Oh, heavier than usual. Which is a good thing, since I'm usually on the too light side. Do you do any other exercise, or is it just from work? Also, the Steam controller came in today. Ah, it feels great in your hand. Does it? Oh, that's awesome. I've been thinking about the Steam controller. In my effort to like move off of a lot of companies, I really want to build a console. Instead, because the next gen consoles are going to be around the corner soon, and I'm like, you know what? I hate the fact that PlayStation and Xbox both took disc drives out of their consoles so that we can't own anything. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to build my own console, and I'm going to have a disc drive in it, just for the hell of it. And so I'd like to get a Steam controller for it to be the controller. I need to get to the gym, but my work is pretty physical. I'm grateful it's having an impact. Oh, man. I need to get to the gym because my work is not physical, especially this summer. Oh, hey, Obi-Wan Keknobi. Hello, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to some Frostpunk 2. And we need to lower the tension here. Stuart, the war has claimed its first bystander casualties. Their deaths have greatly reduced trust in your rule. If you do not reduce the fervor of the waning factions, more deaths will inevitably follow. Alright, so we need to, like... I don't know. I mean, maybe we just transfer control of this colony. Yeah, like, if I send people, am I sending the Legionnaires? Yeah, recall your builders, and hand governance of this colony. I mean, if we lose control of this materials colony, it's not as bad. The food colony would be decimated. It would be devastating. I think this... Once we transfer control over the materials colony, we will sever all ties. No more legionnaires will immigrate willingly, so we will need to get rid of those remaining in Walika Town by detaining them and deciding their fate. I don't know. What do we do? You Bender gif. I wasn't sure about the Steam controller, but I'm on board if it's good. I usually use an Xbox controller, and I hate giving Microsoft money. That's how I feel these days. I have a PS5, so I have some PS5 controllers. But when I built this computer, I got myself an Xbox controller for it. Though I don't play a lot of controller-type games on this, but still. I would love to have a console setup that's not Sony or Microsoft. Hello, how so far is your impression about this game? I think to buy it. Oh, this game is awesome. I love this game. I've been playing it since release. I was a big fan of Frostpunk 1, and this game is very good. It has some mixed reviews online because it got a lot of mixed reviews upon release, which I don't think all of it was warranted, but they've definitely ironed out a lot of the stuff for it. They're 2 DLCs in, so there's a DLC that came out last month, so we're kind of playing through some of the new content for it. But I highly, highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. Alright, I can't decide whether we transfer control of this colony. I'm gonna create... I've rarely done this. I'm gonna create a poll. Alright. Do we transfer control of the materials colony to the Legionnaires? Oh, I can't type. Alright, to the Legion. Response 1, yes. Response 2, no. And we'll do this vote, yeah, for 1 minute. So the vote is active on Twitch, and now on YouTube. I know you can do this on YouTube. Oh, streamer fail. How the hell do you... where do you go to do this? Oh, engage with your audience. Ah, here we go. Start a poll. Alright. Do we transfer control of the materials colony? Yes or no? Start poll. Go for it, everybody. Let me know what I should do here. %. So far, 100% no. Let's see. I've never done one of these polls before. That's kind of why I'm interested to do it here. How do I... Alright, I think the conclusion is no. Alright, so we don't transfer control. We keep it for ourselves. Oh, you can't vote? I probably messed it up. I probably messed it up in some way. I've never done one of those polls before. I need more guard squads. Oh yeah, wait, I'm supposed to have extra abilities now. Oh, minus 30% guard squads. Cost. Yeah, martial law. So... yeah, here we go. Speed victory. So this one's almost done. Then we can do the third one. How do I deport the Legionnaires, though? Alright. So let's get them. Let's fix this up. Let's allocate some heat. Ooh, actually, yeah, we gotta allocate heat all around. Especially the housing districts here. Ooh. Well, we got 66 weeks of that. But look at this stuff, though. Yeah, this is why we have so much disease, because the districts are so damn cold. Yeah, freezing in these districts. We can't have this. I probably should have just done the global, like, raise heat the heat up, like, by 1. Oh my god. Okay, a bit too much. What do we got going here? Plus 75. Can we transfer some coal over to Walika Town here? Yeah, please don't let die the poor people. I know, right? I'm trying. I'm trying. It's so tough. Everything just kind of spiraled this episode. Yeah, let's get more... Oh, God. We need heat stamps.
Steward.
Sorry, merchants. We gotta shake you down here. Oh, yeah, look. Okay, we got this one that's messed up. Proteins win the battle. Fix it up, fix it up. We're out of workers. Alright, can't we get the youth squads?
Or persons who keep smearing feces on the steward's portraits in
Hey. Who is smearing feces on my portrait? Not cool. Alright, there we go. So now we can actually transfer a little bit of coal. How is the food colony going? Okay. Alright, so we've got heat figured out everywhere. We've got a ton of materials going here. The food colony could use some. Well, it's better than being stuck in that other shithole. Jesus. Moving here wasn't our idea. We certainly didn't ask for it. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's freezing. None of the doors seem to fully close. But we're free here. The rest will come. The first group of banished colonists arrive at their new home. Alright. Alright, so we can raise the heat up a little bit. We need to get to 200 heat stamps. Why aren't we having this problem in the food colony, though? I think we just need to transfer more heat here. There we go. Hmm. Alright, let's build a dense housing block. I don't know, but whoever it is, he's probably wearing a red hat. Yeah. It's so funny how something as simple as a red hat got co-opted, right? Oh, we have a Utopia point with the Legionnaires here. Oh, fortify the district with supplemental girding, granting it temporary resistance to the biting cold. So we get temperature level increased. Materials demand is greatly decreased. Send hunting parties logistics district ability. District outposts food. District outputs food instead of Frostland teams. Oh, that's interesting. Send shock mining teams. Logistics district ability. District outputs coal instead of Frostland teams. Ah, that's pretty good, actually. Adapt district to Legionnaires. No, we're gonna do this. And now we've got one here. Percentage of active workers increased. Yeah, we'll gain a core. Yeah, we don't want to take that. I guess we'll take tireless here. Alright. Yeah, let's build a heating hub. And then let's start putting this colony to work. Get us materials. And then frost break 1, 2, 3. Now, the food colony. Alright. Yeah, what we really need to get going... Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. So we need to get these things turned back on. So that we can start earning heat stamps again. And, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. So let's transfer some goods. And to the materials colony. Over transport capacity. Oh, yeah. Okay, while we're at this, we should connect them by Skyway. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Here we go. Oh, we don't have enough heat stamps. It's gonna cost us 150. Okay. Alright, we've got severe disease going on. Yeah, this is what we need. Oh, we already researched this. Oh, boost research district ability, which increases research speed but reduces the laboratory's effects. Panacea Factory. Facility where health promoting nutrients are extracted from corpses and bottled for distribution to enrich our people's diets. God, this game really gets you sometimes. Like gets you with like a gut punch. Oh my god. Okay, what about this? Oh my god. I hate to say it, but wait, why does it say not enough heat stamps? We already researched this one. Oh yeah. We haven't researched this one. But disease is significantly decreased. Ooh, and this is gonna take 400 heat stamps. Yikesies. No. I guess, you know, it might be time to get some prisons. Privatized alcohol production. I still think, actually, I kind of need, where is it? Yeah, the colony furnace capacity. We need 200 heat stamps for that, so I think we'll wait for that. Yeah. Too many decisions. Too many. Yeah, we need materials, so we gotta get this thing going. Oh, yeah. Okay. We never, connected these skyways. Let's connect you to the materials. Aren't you already connected? Why are we having to connect this? Oh, connect skyways. Oh, this is already connected. Yeah, go to the materials colony. There we go. Okay. So now people will stop dying over here. Alright, so everything is livable. I've finally been diving back into reading fiction lately. Oh, nice. Went to the bookstore last weekend with my partner and picked up a few books. Started with Ender's Game, one of my favorites. Yeah. It's nice to read an actual physical book again. It's been a while. I know. Actually, it has been for me, too. I haven't read, like, a physical one in a while. I used to love my bookshelf, you know? But I have to say, sometimes, though, it is nice when you're out and you have downtime somewhere and you can just pull out your device and then read. That's the life of a politician, yeah. You're right there. That's true. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Yeah, we need to get more
For the safety of all,
these unfiltered
must now
thermal
report
plants.
unusual purchases of tools and chemicals.
Also got to play some Vicky 3 last night. Been too busy this week. About 45 years into Columbia. Making so much money it's hard to find ways to spend it. Still getting the hang of the mid-game. Oh man.
Updated maps.
Yeah, after our
Have charted new
Ooh.
territory.
after our last run, yeah, I feel you on that one. That's the problem we ran into. So much money, didn't know what to do with it. A military vault built by the old empire. With a wall drill and plenty of time, our men could break through the vault's chambers and wrestle out the cores within. Yeah, we'll come back. We don't need that for right now. We have 6 cores as it is. I never thought I would say in this game I have enough cores. Under the snow lies a settlement from the old times. Its people long gone, and its structures damaged and decaying by the frost. So materials, not bad, not bad. One of our scouts tripped over a little iron figure of a rooster. Flat and vertical, 4 posts by its feet marked north, west, south, and east. He tried to pull it up, but it was stuck, screwed to something. The scouts dug for hours. Gradually, a little red cabin revealed itself. A reloading depot on a buried track. Humble, clean, and tidy. Its cellar contained a stockpile of coal, and the structure itself could be pulled apart for materials. Oh yeah, coal and materials could absolutely take, so we will take that. All right. Yeah, we will connect this. And we'll send this to Walika Town. This run has been a lot better than my last one. My tool company, just at full prosperity, and my trade centers are making a mint. Nice. Yeah, the tool company, I gotta utilize the tool company more. Our friend J-Makers always talks about that one, and I think he's right. Because first of all, prestige tooling is really nice. And then I believe the prosperity bonus is the boost to manufacturing input, or throughput. Isn't it weird? In-game, you're juggling everybody, and they are so ready to kick you out. Yeah, and in real life, the Orange Man has so many zealots without any reason, really. Yeah. Oh my god, it's funny because it's sad, because it's true. It's so true. It's like you're juggling everybody. What the hell are you guys gonna do without me in this city? Oh my god. Running out. Okay, I gotta think about this here logically though. Why are we running out of coal? Yeah, when I was in the military, I always had a trade paperback with me. It helped with killing time, yeah, when I was waiting around, pre-smartphone days. And they fit perfectly into the side pocket. I'm chewing through it now, I forgot how fast I read. Oh, yeah. It's free real estate. Yeah, see, my problem in life has always been I'm a slow reader. I was always a big reader, but it would take me a while to get through books. Unfortunately, the amount I read has gone down considerably after having kids. I just used, like, I used to, like, come home from work, or when I was a kid, come home from school, and I like couldn't wait to continue reading my book. Now at night, just so exhausted, and I'm like, I need to turn my brain off. You know, okay, what I should be doing, here's something we could do here. Well, if I can build the unfiltered geothermal plant here, I can also build it here. So we're gonna do another one of these. Hopefully that'll give us what we need. Catastrophic disease. Yeah, I mean, the disease is mainly because everybody's getting sick from the cold. I forgot I had to be in the top 3 for the prestige good, but I'm already at 6. I also have a paper company I'm setting up in the Amazons that gives a tooling workshop throughput bonus. Oh, nice, nice. Oh my god, Proteans recruit child soldiers. What is happening? Stewart, civil war has engulfed another district. Our guards apprehended a band of children fighting alongside radical Proteans. Most refused to talk, but one 11-year-old boy broke down and claimed he'd been recruited by the Proteans' leadership. Some seem repentant, but others are eager to take the fight to the Legionnaires. God, see, this is the problem with all these, like, grand strategy and colony builder games and all this stuff. Sometimes I let my morals get in the way. Because it probably, game-wise, would be the better decision to do this one. But come on, man. An 11-year-old soldier? We're choosing this one. Anybody on Twitch can vote on this right now, by the way. What you think I should do. But I will tell you, regardless of what you vote for, I'm doing this one. We're gonna discipline the Proteans. Oh. Oh no, actually, okay. So we're gonna lessen things here. Yeah, I never read any of the assigned reading in high school, yeah, because I was already reading other books. Yeah, now I tend to prefer video media, but I'm getting back into reading, helps offset the brain rot. I gotta get back into it too. My wife and I used to have what we called couples book club.
Violence now.
So,
The children of the city will thank you.
oh my god. We used to have a thing that we called couples book club. So, but it was, we'd always say it's apostrophe S. Not S apostrophe. Because it was a book club of just me and her. But we would read the same book and then like sit and discuss it. Problem is, my wife is always such a fast reader. She would always read so much quicker than I did. And the one we're currently on is the Three-Body Problem. She's read the whole trilogy. I finished the first book. But
All medical staff, report for duty immediately.
Oh my god, oh my god. And I'm getting my way through the second book. And it's fantastic. But like at the end of the day, I'm just like I can't sit down and read now. It's really bad. Of course, my new chapter in life of streaming and content creation has also got in the way of me having time to read. So there's also that. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna now just raise the heating level by 1 everywhere. Alright. See, these freezing places we have to avoid. Yeah, damn it. We just can't allocate anymore. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, we're at negative... I didn't realize we're at negative 70. So heat will be going up. But... greatly increase the amount of heat we are able to send to districts from the generator. Increase the heat allocation level in a district. Oh, increasing the heat allocation level in a district will cost 25 heat instead of 30. I think we need the agile dispatchers here. All right. So let's get that going.
All medical staff, report for duty immediately.
So the real choice is between child soldiers and democracy. Yeah, basically. I would love some democracy. Just everybody hates each other in this damn city. Like, my god, people. Don't you know the real enemy is the cold? Like, what the hell are we doing here? That's really cool. I think that's a really fun idea. Yeah. Yeah, and our thing used to be, I really love this, and my wife kind of shared it with me too. I love reading a book that there's a movie adaptation of. And I love reading the book first, and then seeing the movie. And not because it's ever like, oh, the book was better. I always kind of hate that. When you adapt something, it's inherently a different kind of story. I love reading a book and then watching a film adaptation to see how somebody else imagined something. Because in your head while you're reading, you know, you have your inner, like, movie running of it. And so sometimes, you know, sometimes the movie will visually depict something in a certain way or adapt something in a certain way. You're like, oh, I don't know why they did that. But then other times you're like, oh, that's interesting. That's actually kind of cool. And I feel like if you're like, if you're just always like, well, the book was better, you kind of miss out on that. And so, yeah, I've always loved reading a book that there's an adaptation of. I heard recently that reading internally is actually a pretty recent phenomenon, and that books used to be read out loud. Oh. I talked to my partner and a couple of friends recently about doing something like that. Might help even the reading out too. Yeah, interesting. Never thought about that. How do you like the book so far? I haven't read it, but a few friends have recommended it. Definitely on the list. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. The show was fantastic. Well, I watched the show before the book.
Surge in violent rioting has been reported in
and
outer districts.
The book is a little different. But so the book is also equally fantastic. It's crazy. And then going into the second one, I'm only about halfway through the second one. But the way the story just expands out is quite amazing. Oh god. Oh god, oh god. Wait, what's wrong? What's the critical condition here? Oh, yeah, because we have no... Yeah, okay, explore here. I mean, we could really use, like, a fuel colony at this point. Oh, man, they're already setting out. We could have really used this. Oh god, we don't have enough people. We need more Frostland teams. Ah, that didn't get us enough. Oh no, it did get us enough. Okay. Let's get the harvesting hangar going here. We'll get more Frostland teams. I have a feeling this might be something beneficial to us here. Oh no, we're getting the framing here. Not good. I used to be kind of a stickler about movie adaptations, but I've come to appreciate it over the years. Ready Player One was the movie that made me realize that sometimes fidelity to the book isn't better. Yeah. Since what they did in the movie was more visually interesting, but the book's story fits better for the written medium. Oh, that's interesting. I've seen the movie. I really enjoyed the movie, but I hadn't read the book. But I've heard the book is fantastic. Yeah, personally, something I always point to as like the movie being better is Game of Thrones. I have to say, I find the writing on the show to be better than the book. George R.R. Martin is fantastic at like creating a world and everything. But sometimes some of the writing was a little... I was like, what is this? But it's still a fantastic world that he built. Now, the thing I find funny about Game of Thrones, the writing on Game of Thrones, is that, like, they would have these, like, beautifully written monologues, usually by Littlefinger, but because it's HBO, there'd be, like, two people banging in the background, you know? Like, he has that, like, one monologue where he's talking about the ascent, and he's talking about, like, the social ladder, and at the same time you're watching Jon Snow climbing the wall, and it's a wonderful monologue, but it's in his brothel, so at the same time there's just like two people banging behind him, and I'm like, I don't need that. Like, you don't need to have the sex to keep my attention. The writing in this scene is keeping my attention. I remember there was an SNL skit about Game of Thrones where it was like the writer's room of Game of Thrones. They're like, this happens, and then the character does this, and then this happens. And then they cut to, there's a 14-year-old boy in the writing room, and he's like, and then she shows her boobs. And they're like, wait, what? Why? It doesn't make sense why she would do that in this scene. I guess we could do it. And then they go through the plot a little bit more, and then the 14-year-old boy again, and then she shows her boobs. It's like, what? Why would we do that here? We're like, oh my god, that is Game of Thrones. It was a fantastic show, written so wonderfully. And then there was just like, just random, like, sex and nudity in parts. Which, I mean, I don't mind sex and nudity, but sometimes it was just like, just because you're on HBO and you can do it, doesn't mean it fits the scene. Oh. But I did find the writing on that show better than the book. God, we need to get more Legionnaires out of here. Is there like... Yeah, like, we just don't have enough coal. Oh, no. Stuart, an angry mob is storming the council. They are calling for your blood. With no faith in your leadership, the streets have descended into lawless chaos. Armed mobs are already seizing control of districts, either to protect their families or out of self-interest. Even the legionnaires and proteans are beginning to fragment, neither able to attain total control of Walika town. There is no stopping it now. The city will shred into smaller and smaller groups, fighting for bare survival. Among the silent frozen ruins, only ghosts of past dreams will remain. My rule is over. Oh, man. There was a point in this run we had so much surplus of everything. There was no problems. I can't believe the city fell. I can't believe the city fell. Oh my god, I can't believe we lost this one. Oof, oof, oof. Oberyn Martell's, if I choose one, I'm missing out on half of life's pleasures, is one of the best explanations of being bi I've ever heard. Plus, Daddy Pedro. Oh yeah, Daddy Pedro. Yeah, right? Like, there's some monologues in that show that you're just like, damn, that was good, right? That's just that HBO flavor. Yeah, right, exactly. Oh, Chapo, oops. Yeah. And then books. Yeah, and then boobs, yeah. Yep, and then more boobs. That is perfect. I imagine it's not far off from the actual writing room. Yeah, exactly. The problem of movies they are inspired by books is they have to put it in 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, most a huge story needs more. Maybe a good example is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but at all isn't not enough to provide the whole story, and a series is very expansive. Yeah, exactly, right? Like a novel, you just have so much more time than you do in a show. Yeah, RIP. Nice try. Well, good game. Well, we have to go to we have to do a quick 90-second break soon. You know, we might try a different game for the rest of tonight, because we only got about an hour left to go, but we do have to take a 90-second break because we're about to get hit by ads here. So we'll take 90 seconds and then I'll come back and we'll decide what we do here. So 90 seconds and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And we're back. Oh man, yeah, that's rough, that's rough. Terra Invicta. Oh man, I don't have that one. I always wonder about buying that one. It looks interesting, but I don't have that one. I was talking to a coworker about that today. I'm actually glad more books are being adapted into shows. Yeah, now that they get away with bigger budgets than in the past. HBO changed that at least. Yeah, there was at one point near the end of the series that every episode of Game of Thrones was the budget of like a major motion picture. You know what I think we're gonna do? I don't know how many people are familiar with the game Ixion. Ixion is a game that is fantastic. It's another colony builder set in space, and it's basically Frostpunk in space. What I find cool is that the devs of this game said Frostpunk is their inspiration for it. I've always wanted to stream the game. I did one or two streams at the very beginning of my streaming life. Back when I didn't know exactly what I was doing when I was streaming. So I think maybe we'll play some Ixion here, since it kind of fits into the realm of Frostpunk here. So I'm just installing it real quick because I don't have it set up on this new Linux setup. Perfect example is the Ender's Game movie. It felt way too rushed, yeah, and they cut out some pretty important things. Feels like it would have been way better as a show with a good budget. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that like the movies, you know, they want to make it into something much shorter. Like I remember watching this interview with Peter Jackson, and he was talking about when he was trying to find a studio for Lord of the Rings. Originally, Warner Brothers had said, yeah, they'll do it, but it can only be one movie. They weren't going to film 3 movies. And he was like, well, then no. Like, I can't. There's no way we're going to be able to do that. Here we go. Let me change our stream category here. Oh. Now, I absolutely love this game. This is one of my favorite games. Let me change it. Friday Night Ixion. Actually, no, I won't change that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Here, I'll change the title here. Friday Night Ixion. Oh my god, you can see I've never loaded this game on here before. 1920 by 800. What kind of screen resolution is that? There we go. Now I can see things. Turn the tutorials off. Yeah, how do I... You can see here, I did not plan for this. There we go. Alright. Alright, I think I updated everything here. Alright, let me catch up here. Terra Invicta is really good. First attempt by the devs. They need to figure out their feedback and make a new, better game. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So maybe I'll wait for their next one. Someone has to make Hot Punk spin-off where you survive the 120-degree hot Sahara Desert instead while the north is freezing. You know, it's funny you bring that up. There is a game, I forget the name of it, but basically it's like a Frostpunk, but it's in the water. Ixion is that game where you blow up the moon, right? Yes. Sorry for the spoilers. Nah, it's just part of knowing what the story is here. All right. Now, there is an opening cinematic scene that starts you off, so I'll try not to talk too much over it. But once that's done, we get into the initial base building here. So let's get it started. We'll do the challenge mode. Here we go. We are in for a treat. I love this game so much. Yeah, so we have this opening thing to set us up.
Launch control, we have typing clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Here, I'm gonna turn up the game sounds a little bit. Just for this scene. And then when we get to the actual colony building, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Let me know if this is too loud. Hit me, I'm Hot Punk.
Systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Oh wait, Obi-Wan, is that saying too loud or you need more? Terradvic is pretty good, but it's so ambitious you can't get it right in one go. Wow. Now I'm intrigued. Alright. So this is us. We're traveling to the Ixion. We're traveling to the Tycoon. Our space station. You always gotta love a colony builder that has an opening cinematic scene, right?
PVS Tycoon to EMD Share. You have clearance for final approach. EMD Share. You have been assigned to Tycoon Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers.
I'll turn the volume back down a little bit here. One thing I should say about this game, the sound, like Frostpunk, the soundtrack is fantastic.
Shuttle EMV Sharon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments.
All right, so this is going to go on for a moment. So here's the basic idea of what's happening here. So the ship has these 6 sectors, are all the same size like this. The ship has these 6 sectors. They're all the same size like this. And over the course of the game, you'll open up each sector. You can see them here. You start off with just one. So you have a limited amount of build space, right? And you can kind of see your build space you see, yeah, you'll see like the grid here. We have resources that we need to collect, that we need to use in order to build. And eventually, once we really get out into space... Oh my god, I thought I said no to the tutorials. Once we get out into space, we have hull integrity here. So the hull is always going down, and we need to keep alloys... we need to keep a production of alloys so that we can keep the hull up. But basically, we have a production chain of other stuff as well. So, to start off, we need this workshop. We need a stockpile. We need to get a road to them. We need... I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative. We'll set this one to alloys, and then we'll start collecting them. We need to get these things out of the way so that we can build other stuff. Now, this is the prologue. It's not as intense as when we get past the prologue. It's kind of an introduction to what's happening here. Because like Frostpunk... what do you mean? Oh, there we go. Like Frostpunk, it gets pretty intense and there's just only bad decisions. Now, I kind of know... Now, part of... I think the replayability of this game is all the different ways you can set up your sector. And so I have a lot of practice into, like, how to set up the sector. At least the initial ones.
I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks personally. I'm Dolos' cryonics lead. Marduk council member Giovanni Batista. So
we're building some stockpiles here. Because we need these stockpiles in order to collect all these materials. We need the materials from them, and we need to get these out of the way so we can build stuff. Now, generally, it's good to keep a road like this. And go like that. So the idea here is there's some buildings you can build on the wall here. And then there's some buildings you can't. And there is later a housing that you can build on the wall. So I like to keep enough floor space available for it. But we do need to get some crew quarters built straight away.
Stockpiling and distribution of resources. Construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration. You know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon.
All right, so let's get all this set up.
Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos' focus on the Tycoon. But this mission is just in preparation for our next...
All right, let's get food going. Oh, Radical Anarchist. Sorry, I missed this. What did you think about the end of Game of Thrones? I really liked the writing up to that point, but it felt like the last season undid a ton of character development and went more for shock value than closure. But I'm not a writer. Curious about your thoughts. I think the thing that was so disappointing about the end of Game of Thrones is that the show was very good at plotting out things so well. And the last couple episodes just rushed through so many plot points that I was like, why did you not lay the groundwork for this stuff? But it wasn't the whole season. Like the Battle of Winterfell, that episode is still, to me, the best episode of that series. It was fantastic. Everything after the Battle of Winterfell felt like, all right, we just want to get out of here. And I'm like, how do you spend all this time making the show and in the end be like, oh, I just want to get the hell out of
Our
here.
data listening system is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed
So,
overview of any
we eventually want to get a
situation
docking
and
bay built
formulate
here.
potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders.
So we'll get a
without
road
having to go
going
through
here.
additional unnecessary paperwork.
We also need to
Eden will
get
then take care of
started with
everything via your
research.
DLS accreditation. As is often the case with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing...
It's funny, they have us meet all these, like, characters here at the beginning. There's something I didn't know when I first played the game, but we're never going to go back to these characters ever again. They will be mentioned in some, like, story points that you read through. But I remember when I first played it, I'm like, okay, Emma Klain. Emma Klain, remember that. It never really comes up again. That being said, the story in this game is fantastic.
To an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being reported by...
Oh yeah, let's start
national or even international organization. The only
building
people
a
they are
cargo
accountable
ship.
to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Alright, what do we got here? Administrator, Tycoon crew members are currently unable to access food supplies. Neocon protocols direct the construction of a mess hall. This building is designed to distribute food from our stockpiles to the crew. Guaranteeing access to food supplies would reaffirm your competency as an administrator. Alright. So, yeah. Oh! I forgot. No, I don't want to build... Oops. I forgot. No, let's dismantle that. I don't want to build that here. So we'll dismantle this thing. So we're gonna put this here. We can build this now over here. That's a good point. It may have just been the last few episodes. I agree that the show usually did really good with setup and payoff. Yeah, but that's what bothered me so much about the ending. I was super into the fan theory scene, and there were things people laid out I would have missed otherwise. But I remember reading a few different theories before the ending, and it felt like a couple of them. Yeah, like it just... It's interesting. I think you can kind of tell, despite the fact that I was like, oh, I feel like the writing on that show was better than the book. In many ways, you can kind of tell when they started getting to, like, points where there was no source material anymore. I think it's a good exploration of, like, the ending of your story is very important, right? And I think that's something that a lot of popular entertainment misses, that the ending makes or breaks your story. And so you think about all of these TV shows and stuff that, like, go on forever, like Lost. And, like, Lost was such a fantastic show, and yet we don't remember it fondly. Because the ending just was awful. And so, in terms of, like, thinking about, as a showrunner, like, your show, I think that it doesn't matter how successful the show's been over the years, you have to think about where you're leading to, where's your landing point. Would have been a far more satisfying ending of the show. Even some of the ones that may have been controversial for some folks. Yeah. What do you do in this game? Okay, so basically it's survival. It doesn't seem like it right now because we haven't gotten to like the main conflict. You basically have to set up your initial bit here. And so we can see the solar system here. Eventually we're going to get to a point in the prologue here where we have to travel over to the moon. And we're testing out a new engine on this ship. And then something's going to happen where it's going to cause the rest of the story to happen. Now we have this outside of the ship view. I always love this view. The visuals of the game are always so good when you look at the outside of the ship. Oh, okay. I'm messing things up here. I don't want... So you can lay blueprints down, but pause the construction so that we're not sending materials there. I wanted to lay a blueprint down. I forgot to get rid of it there. I want this thing to go away so that we can build our research lab. Personally like the theory about Braun being the Night King. I remember reading that theory too, yeah. I really thought that's actually where they were going to go. But no. In the end, alas, that wasn't his fate. Oh. Alright, so we've got a cargo ship. Now we want a assigned ship.
Incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
We're now going to hear from a character that is the most cliched Frenchman you've ever heard.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange, out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies. Alright. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same
I need them to start collecting this stuff here.
And spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source.
Oh yes, we do need a med bay here.
By making it the first
and now, okay, so here's what I wanted to do before. Do this, but pause construction. So that I don't build anything in that area. Oh, good. There we go. Now this is what I wanted to put there. So now we need to be mindful of our housing. Yeah, so we need... So basically we have housing capacity of 60, but we have a population of 80. The current houses that we have house 15 people. Eventually that will get better. But this is what we have so far. We're going to want this thing going down this way. Administrator, some crew members are lacking quarters. During human history, unnecessary homelessness has always been an indicator of civilizational decay. Do not reproduce humanity's basic mistakes aboard the Tycoon. A good example of the market shaping the media. If studios had their way, no show would ever end. Yeah, that's how you eventually hollow out beloved franchises. I have a lot of respect for showrunners who tell the story they want to tell and let it end when it's natural. Yeah. I was always kind of fascinated with the show The Good Place because of that. I generally, I don't like network shows. I missed the first season because I was like, oh, it's on network TV, it's not going to be any good. And so I didn't watch it. My wife had watched it, and she was like, oh my god, this show is so good, you have to watch this. And the thing I found so fascinating was it ended after 4 seasons, and it was highly successful. But the showrunner was like, this is it. Like, this is the end of the story. To be like a network TV show and end after like 4 episodes or 4 seasons because that's the end. Oh man, I just thought that was wonderful. They didn't drag it out. It ended wonderfully. I just wish so if network TV was like that generally, it would be such a better medium. That being said, I always struggled writing endings to my own stories. Oh, and will usually engage with new additions to a franchise I love. Maybe I'm part of the problem. No. I mean, endings can be hard. A lot of times I start with an ending, and I'm like, this is where I'm going to get to. How do I get there? But in general, I find it's usually easy to have a beginning. Here's where we are. Here's the characters. And then they go off to go do whatever. And it's usually a little bit easier to find an ending. Like, this is where we're going to get to. There's this big epic thing. And then, you know, roll credits. It's the middle part that just sucks. Like, how do you connect all that stuff together? Oh, yes. Okay, we got our signed ship now. So let's resolve our moon event here. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I had no idea where they were going to go with it, but it's one of the best wrap-ups of any show I've seen. Yeah, because they ended on their own terms. Like the show Lost, J.J. Abrams had said originally it was just a 2-season arc. It was supposed to end after the 2nd season. But ABC was like, nope, we're going for 7 seasons with this one. The base is out of commission, auxiliary systems are operational, and could be used to restore power. We have reached the UN base. It is abandoned and depressurized. The surveillance system is still operational, awaiting orders. Yeah, let's exploit the security vulnerability. So this is saying, yeah, we have 19 homeless. So we're building some stuff right now. Now, part of this game is also the road placement. Because you see, you have these little worker drones that go around. And some of these drones are from the stockpile sending materials. Other ones are from the workshop here to go build it. So having like a good road network for all these guys to get around helps get things done more efficiently. You silly ham, nothing can end today. Yeah. Every piece of media needs to be squeezed to the max until it's hated, because media is not art, it is a business, and quality is secondary to profits. Yep, it's so true, unfortunately. I forget who said this, it might have been Christopher Nolan, had pointed out how, like, the worst word we have now is this idea of content. It's not art anymore, it's content. We hacked into the main computer systems as you ordered and retrieved several relevant research papers and data sets. All right, so we get 10 research points, which is good. So yeah, dismantle the base. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're not, oh no, we're still building this. Yes, so that's why we're not researching anything. All right. So first thing we're going to research is the EVA airlock. Yeah, it will be the EVA airlock. Let's research that. Lost feels like it was a victim of its own virality. I didn't watch it when it was on, but watched it all the way through years later. Interesting show, but it was all over the place. This is, you know, the thing I always find fascinating thinking about the show Lost was, I think generally it's remembered as like a show that wasn't very good because of the ending. But this is the thing I always try to keep in mind, is that the show ran, I think it was like 7 seasons. And while the show was running, every season, it was like an event every night when an episode was on. I couldn't wait. Every week, I could not wait for the next episode to come out. And then, you know, and back when it was like not streaming, it was on TV. You had to be free at that time every week. And I was. And so over the course of the time that the show was happening, I was enjoying it and I loved it. But it ended in such a bad way that I remember it. I don't remember it fondly. But like in the end, like I was entertained. I spent pretty much 7 years being entertained by this show. So like, in the end, isn't it a success? Like I was entertained. I got entertained by this show for all this time. And just because the last part of it was bad makes the rest of it seem poor. Like, is that fair? You know? That's what I always wonder about that show. The base has been dismantled. Although most equipment was damaged, we were able to prepare some usable resources for extraction. All right, so we can get 30 alloys and 90 research points. So the science ship there will harvest the research points, basically. And now you can see our cargo ship going over there to get the alloys. All right, what else can we build now? Yeah, nothing. We're waiting. We have to get all the science at the moon. Now, in the prologue here, we're only going to have so many alloys, which is why I don't actually want to build this docking station yet. One nice thing is the roads don't cost anything, and when you delete them, you don't lose anything. So that's actually kind of nice. Because roads you're going to like build and dismantle like crazy. This game is running well. So I just installed it and I'm running it on Linux here. This is a Windows only game. So kind of nice. Oop. Yeah, I totally get that. That was me with Game of Thrones. I used to have friends over to watch parties. Yeah. But after the ending was so disappointing, it ruined it for me. It felt like I'd invested a ton of time and attention into a story that ultimately didn't have any payoff. But I do get the idea that it was good in the moment, and I did learn a lot about storytelling, both good and bad, in the process. So I remember that hype about Lost in high school. Yeah, Game of Thrones is exactly like that. Oh, okay, we just got EVA airlock. Now we need the probe launcher. That was the same thing. Like, Game of Thrones was an event every week, every Sunday night. It was just like, and it was what I loved about it was like a communal experience. Like everybody was watching it, and at the end of it, people would post online about it, and you'd read all about it. There was all the like social media feeds. Like, you can't deny that while the show was running, you were entertained and it was fantastic. But yet, a story is only as good as its ending.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Dolus's head of medicine. Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
Are you on Proton? Oh, I am. Just recently, actually. That's been another thing I want to purge myself of. I've been using Apple email for, God, like 20 years now. So I kind of want to switch off of it. So I just started looking at Proton.
Quite impressive. My friend and colleague Philip Stanford couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vol engine.
So yeah, I have like a Proton email now, but like nobody in the world has it. So in the mornings I look at it sometimes and I'm like, yeah, no emails. I kind of need a new email address anyway. Like I said, I've been using the same email address for like 20 years. I get so much spam to it. Even with all the spam blockers, the lot still gets through.
Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you.
Oh, the
space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment.
Oh man, of course, yeah, the gaming layer. I mean, yeah, of course you meant the gaming layer. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yes, I am. Well, Proton is built into Steam. So on Linux here, whenever you launch a game, pretty much Proton loads it. Which is actually kind of cool. I really like that. Oh, this means we have filled as much as we can into the stockpile. So I built another one so that we can get these materials out of the way. But we can always reassign this to something else later. But yeah, Proton has been working great on this Linux build that I have now. What next? Oh yes, the insect farm. So that we can get food. Sense8 is a perfect counterexample. I usually warn people up front that they set up story for way more seasons than they got, and the pacing was weird, but the payoffs they did manage were so incredible. It's absolutely worth watching. It is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. What was like that? That Battlestar Galactica spinoff, the prequel series they created. Oh god, it suddenly escaped me. Oh man, I can't believe I can't think of it. I enjoyed that show quite a bit, but Sci-Fi Network gave up on it way too quickly. And I thought what was so great was in their final episode, because they got canceled, they didn't get a chance to do the full story that they wanted to do. They kind of did a montage of like, this is everything we were going to touch on if we had been given enough time. And it was fantastic. It was so, that montage was so great. And you left that show going, no, why? This would have been such a great show. Yeah, Proton is so good. Pretty much works flawlessly with the exception of multiplayer games. Yeah, that's what I've been fascinated by. Every game I play so far has run flawlessly. I find it fascinating that like it runs better than like the games that I was like trying to emulate on my Mac. Like using crossover on Mac, the games here on Linux with Proton are just generally working better. And it's built into Steam, so it's not even like there's some extra layer of a thing I gotta get. And so yeah, it just works as if it was Steam on a Windows PC. Very HBO writing room though. In the nudity and sex department. Oh yeah, they integrate it with the story really well though. Another influence HBO had on the TV show medium. Yeah, as a whole. Yeah, it was on a streaming platform, so they get a lot more leeway. Razor. Yeah, no, wait, I believe it was called Caprica. Yes! Maxed out. Yes, there it is, Caprica. It was called Caprica. Oh, and it was fantastic. Yeah, Razor was the like mini-series that they did, not the initial mini-series. I guess you don't call it a mini-series. It was like a mid-season movie or something like that. for Battlestar Galactica. But yes, Caprica. I really enjoyed that show. It got canceled. Ooh, okay. I forgot to. We have power constraints here. We can do this probe launcher, but we won't be able to turn on the EVA airlock. So we do have to upgrade our solar panel here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can't. I forgot we can't upgrade the solar panel. Until... So basically, here's the amount of power we have left. Here's the amount of power this is going to take. So we need to turn off another building. Yeah, let's turn this one off. And then we'll turn this one on when it's ready. Oh, you know, it's going to take a while, though. So let's turn this on. Let's turn this on. There's only one probe we got to send out. Oh, what do they want here? Administrator, reports are being received relating to Bargeville Clane optimization protocols on board the Tycoon. They indicate that crew members are being overworked. Although Dolos employment contracts make it clear that a high degree of flexibility is required, this situation is beginning to take its toll on morale. It would be pragmatic to deploy additional crew members or reduce the number of concurrently active workplaces. Yeah, give us more crew. Like every grand strategy game, your most valuable resource in this game is people. It's always going to be people. All right, so once our science ship is done. So let's send our science ship over to Mars because there's something to do over there. I guess we could have done Saturn too, but oh yeah, and now we need more houses. So we'll build that one. We'll get an insect farm going. But of course, none of this stuff can get turned on until we upgrade the solar panels. All right, here we go. So they have an interesting way to find stuff. You have a probe here. And so you're kind of listening for frequencies. In the prologue, there's only one thing. And there it is. So it's going to send the probe out. Once it sends the probe out, we can turn that building off. So let's turn it off. Let's turn this off. And then we'll turn this... we'll turn this on when it's done. Remember, kids, success in economics is like Soylent Green. Yeah, the main ingredient is people. That is what I think of every time when we see this insect farm. Actually, they had, you know, there is a thing in this game. They make a little reference to Soylent Green. I can't really show it yet because we don't have the thing that will allow us to show it. But we can start incorporating like people's deceased bodies into the food supply. And there's drawbacks to it, but it does get you food. And they call it Soylent Green. All right. Right. All right, so now we got the resources here. They're building it up. Oh, yeah. So let's start collecting more materials here that are on the floors.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
I do love the art style in this game too. This is like the general art style of the whole game, and it's fantastic. Ham, have you heard of Songs of Six? Shaping up to be a pretty great game. Yeah, I've seen it on Steam quite a bit, and I've seen some people streaming it. Generalist Gaming, he's been streaming it actually recently. I've been watching a little bit of that. But I've heard quite a bit about it, but I've never played it myself. But it's good. That's just a circle of life. Exactly. Exactly. It's the circle of life. Cue the song. But not really. I'll get copyright pinged on YouTube. The UN has established a facility on Mars. Its crew are currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in their oxygen supply system. They have submitted an official request to Dolos for aid. Yeah, let's get the research data. So we assign one of our cargo ships, and it'll bring 10 alloys and 10 polymers over to Mars to complete that kind of objective. Yeah, I gotta look into, though, Songs of Six. Because I don't actually know, like, what the story or anything with it are. I've just seen it on Steam and heard people talk about it. Alright, so this is the one thing we can uncover here. So when our science ship is done there, we'll go to the other one. God, I can't believe we lost the Frostpunk city. I should have just given control of that materials colony to the Legionnaires. Still thinking about it. All right. So we got this. So now we can upgrade the solar panels in order to get more energy, which will allow us to turn on more buildings. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. We need this to be turned on because they need resources from it. You know what? We're going to turn off the food stockpile for a moment because we have food in the mess hall already. And then we'll turn this on. Yeah, we need to give 10 polymers. Oh, yeah, and we need to give 10 polymers to the docking bay so that we can go supply Mars. All right. Now the prologue here is the calmest moment of this game. Everything after the prologue, you're in constant crisis. I think this is where this game is like Frostpunk, is that once you get past this prologue, you are in constant crisis. Trying to keep up. Which is just what the greatest part of the game is. Ah, good. Okay. So now Oh, and then let's connect this here. Let's start collecting more of this stuff. When this is done, we're going to start producing our own food. So let's turn this on. Let's turn the food back on. Let's turn the housing on. Let's get rid of this road because we want to build another insect farm. It's easy to stay warm when everything is on fire all the time. Maybe I have Game of Thrones on my mind, but I'm like, that's my house words. It's easy to stay warm when everything is on fire all the time. That is House Hamcut's words. Oh, you know, speaking of which, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to watch earlier today. The devs at Crusader Kings gave a first look at the new DLC coming out. I'll have to watch that VOD tomorrow because I'd like to see what it's like.
A science ship team has completed a task.
All right. The oxygen supply system has been repaired, and the relationship between Dolos and our competitor has improved by 42%. Wonderful. So we'll collect the science, and then we'll head over to the unauthorized access area. All right, so now these guys can head over here. Now, we need to build what's called the Vol engine here. So let's start building it. We're going to need a lot of alloys, so let's just start collecting everything else. Oh, actually, hold on. We will stop harvesting. You kind of want to target which ones you want done first so that you can start building things. I want them to clear this space so we can get a third insect farm going. Oh, and we need to research something. Oh, yeah. So we're not going to be able to finish the next part, but we need the steel mill. So I think we'll be able to play this up until the end of the prologue, and then we'll see what the big problem of the story is that really starts the journey of the Ixion here, or I keep calling it the Ixion. The ship is actually called the Tycoon. In Vicky 3, my house words would probably be, who needs authority? Yeah. I think in Vicky 3, my house words are, who needs universities? Certainly not me. Because I always forget about them. So right now we're bringing alloys here so that they can build this engine onto our ship. There isn't really anything else to build other than we will need to build more houses. So they're going to give us more people. I really wish we had more food stockpiled before the prologue is over. But boy, are they really collecting stuff slowly here. Come on now. All right, we are at the 3-hour mark here. I think we'll go another 30 minutes so that we can play this until the prologue is done. But we are about to get hit by ads, so we do have to take a quick 90-second break. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back, and we're back. And we continue. All right, good. Our science ship is going over that way. All right, we're moving along. We're moving along. All right, so that's finally gone. So let's get the rest of this stuff. And let's get our final and third insect farm there. Ooh, well, we'll build it. But, well, actually, no. We'll turn it on, because we're not going to have enough workers for it, but... by proceeding beyond this point, you are breaching the terms of your contract with Dolos AEC. Further actions can and will result in summary dismissal. Yeah, we'll do the Naomi protocol. Tycoon Station, this is Marduk Council member Rabia Nayakand. You are not authorized to interfere with Outer Hope. The purpose of this facility is to allow Dolos to continue with the development of its most highly classified projects far away from the prying eyes of our competitors and the media conglomerates of Earth. Do you not realize that the whole world is watching you at this moment, and that your presence here could jeopardize this entire operation? I will be filing an official complaint with Veneer himself, unless perhaps you can do something for me that may change my mind. Yeah, fine. Send resources to Outer Hope. So we definitely want to do this because we're going to get something from it that will come in handy later down the line. All right. So we're almost done sending all the resources we need here. Oh yeah, the docking station, I guess, takes precedence, so they got to do that first. How many do they need? Oh, 30? I'm going to write a strongly worded email to your manager. I know, right? That's what that event basically is. Like, don't you know the whole world is watching? Aren't you controlling the feed to the station? Alright, so that's done. Oh, they're building this thing first. Pause this. Finish the Ixion. Or, I keep calling it the Ixion. This is the Vol engine. The Ixion comes into play later. Now, one thing that is kind of annoying about the production line in this game is that when they collect a resource, they have to bring it to the resource hub and then go over, instead of taking the resource from here and going straight over there. But I guess that's part of the game, I guess. Now, the game is designed in a way that, like, over the course of the game, you're going to build things, but eventually you're going to tear them down so that you can either move them somewhere else, put new things here. I guess the thing I really do enjoy about this game, in many ways, is kind of like Tetris. It's basically like an advanced version of Tetris. How do you kind of fit everything in? Because you need to maximize your total amount of build space here. Now this ship will give us food every now and then, but we seem to be out of food.
Team has completed a task.
All right, thank you, Administrator. Now leave. I will ensure that Dolos issues a public statement that rationalizes your contact here at the edge of the solar system. I'll placate Veneer for now, but you'll need to explain your actions in due course. You might have heard we're working on the next iteration of the Tycoon, the Protagoras. The Tycoon operation must succeed if we are to achieve our goal of bringing humanity into a new era. Trust in genetic Conatus. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern. Okay, great. Now let's send the signed ship, lastly, to Saturn.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tycoon, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members.
Crossing the Karen horizon. Yeah, exactly. We reach Space Karen. We've defeated Space Karen and can move on. All right, we do need to build some new crew quarters because we're about to get some new crew. And now, so bring the remaining workers from the Urshanabi on board the Tycoon. So it's going to be 100 more. So 15 each, so that's 30, 60, 90, and that one makes 95. Alright, so that should be it. We'll turn this on, make this electronics, because we're about to get some of those. Alright, alright, alright.
Science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, let's see what we got here. A signature trace from an EKP system has been detected near Saturn. EKP technology is the exclusive property of Dolos, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to this sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. So let's send a team to investigate. Now, what is our cargo ship doing? Oh, it's unloading resources. Yeah. So I guess it was going here first. So now, yep, here we go. Now it's going to get the food and the people. Ah, jeez. There's this one visual bug sometimes that you get, like this. I forget which one is save. All right, we gotta go to the main menu. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's this one visual bug in the game where this will happen. But oh, there, wait, go to back to main menu, yes. All right, and then we're just gonna load back in. All right, now we continue. So once we bring all 100 people over, then we'll be able to do the next part, which we go over to the moon. And get rid of these roads that we don't need. We'll build the road here. This is the one we're going to keep. These we'll eventually get rid of. Alright, so they're starting to bring people now. So that's good. We just need to get the rest of this stuff done. So about halfway there. We're also near our... You know, we should be building more solar panels here. Always build up your solar array when you can. Alright, I think one more trip and we'll have the rest that we need. How much longer for the Saturn event? Oh, it's almost done.
A science ship team.
Yeah, there we go. A prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to use a variation of EKP. We have stripped it down and recovered schematics. Excellent. So get that, and then we'll be done with that. All right.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the full bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
So one thing I love about this game is this guy, Vanir Dolos, has major Elon Musk vibes, and I feel like it's not flattering.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation.
We've endured endless cycles of
we can send the science ship back to the ship.
worst is yet to come.
There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past.
So righteous.
As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about
Oh, we got a Twitch bot.
and tying the knots that would bind
Hello,
together
Twitch bot. We haven't seen you in a little bit.
It is
Goodbye,
true
Twitch
that our
bot.
time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light.
All right, so now we got plenty of power.
You carry the fate of us all.
All right, wonderful. All right, so now we need to go to the moon. So we take the ship, we point it at the moon, and we go. Whenever the ship is moving, it's always great to watch the outside feed of the ship. Yeah, there we go. There's the Earth. Goodbye, Earth. I think we've already... Yeah, here's the moon. Still kind of see the Earth there. Alright. Alright, so I think we pretty much got everything we need here. Hey, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton. Hello, hello. How you doing, my friend? Looking good, my friend. Yeah, same to you. How are you? Good to see you. We are just playing the prologue here of Ixion, a all-time favorite game of mine. All right. So we're pretty much good to go here to end the prologue. Pretty good, thanks. Ah, good to hear it. Good to hear it. Oh. The alien's looking by. What is this MF doing? Yep. Getting ready to go to work soon. Ah, nice, nice. Well, we're about to end the prologue here. So we have one last cinematic scene to happen, which basically sets up the conflict for the rest of this game. So, let's do it, my friends. We're gonna charge up the engine and go.
All ships must return to the Tycoon before Volt Jump initiation.
Here we go. Once this goes up, we shall be outy pouty. This isn't just a normal moment in history. You can't imagine how phenomenally wealthy it's making me, yeah. And long after you're dead and forgotten, I'll have stamped my face on everything I can, and my brand will live on forever. You have no idea how right you are about that character. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. I do love this cutscene. Oh, let me put the sound up a little bit so we can hear it a little better. You can let me know if I put it up too high. So the goal of this ship is to go to Proxima Centauri and then come right back. So this is their like visualization of faster than light travel. Cool, I thought the game was just send a satellite to the moon simulator. Oh, no, no, no. It's like, this is actually a survival game. I know it didn't seem like it yet. The prologue is pretty chill. Everything after this is all intense survival. With problems always happening.
Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her.
I'm sure nothing bad would happen for FTL chump. Yep.
And her children.
Of course not.
Carry on. Dolos
How could it?
carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue
Yes,
of
only
these
my
endeavors
private company
and
has
a prologue
courage.
to humanity's next steps. Our council of scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Alright, here's the last part of the scene. And so there it is. We blew a hole in the moon. To be fair, sci-fi stories are not wrong so far. Megacorps are on their way to monopolize space travel. Yeah, I know. They were all right. Everybody tried to warn us.
Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected.
Oh no, who could possibly
digital
predict this?
Security breaches
I know,
found
right?
within full jump routines. Full engine critically
They had the
damaged.
best.
Hull integrity
They had the best
compromised.
scientists private equity could buy.
Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols.
They're nailing the
New
Elon Musk vibe.
objective
Yep,
established.
I hope the engine works better
Ensure
than the
humanity's
Cybertruck.
survival by finding a
Nope,
habitable
about the same.
exoplanet.
Yeah.
Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
So... Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. So we'll do this one. So that's basically the premise of this game. This ship is a prototype for like a bigger one, and the engine on it is a prototype for a bigger one called the Ixion engine. You're supposed this ship was planned to just do a test of this new engine. They were supposed to go out to Proxima Centauri, collect some samples, come right back. When they go, unbeknownst to them, their engine rips a hole in the moon. And when the ship comes back, it is now 100 years later. And let's see if we can see it. Yeah. There's the Earth. And you're getting no signals from Earth. And so basically the last humans in the world that we know of so far exist on this ship. And so you have to get to another planet to that's supposed to be habitable in order to have humanity live on. And so the actual gameplay is basically keeping the colony on the ship alive as you try to go find this planet. But now the difficulty of the game, what we didn't have in the prologue, is that you have the integrity of the hull here decays constantly. And so you need to have these alloys supplied to this building, who is going to go outside and repair the hull. And so it becomes kind of a supply chain type of game. You need to produce these alloys so that this building can keep your ship going. You need to have food so that people can eat. And then you have other resources that you're going to need for various other things. And then you have to fit everything into this sector, into your build plan. You can open up other sectors throughout the game, but the more sectors you open, the more your hull deteriorates. And so the basic idea is you want to utilize as much of a sector as you can and only open a second sector or another sector when you absolutely need to. So it's a fantastic game. Earth looks dead. Yeah. Yeah. I think they're okay. It's supposed to look like that. I would say the devs are a bit pessimistic. A decade, but today they almost realistic. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is that the game makes you have to choose, like, puts you in situations where you have no good option. And so that's where a lot of the influence from Frostpunk comes in, where you have a lot of lose-lose situations that you have to figure out. The problem with people like Musk is they see things like this and say, obviously the problem is they weren't bold enough or smart enough. Not a problem for me. The boldest and smartest boy ever. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They don't see the inherent problem in what they're trying to do, that ultimately like a private company, a private space company, it needs to make profit, but science isn't always profitable, you know? And so we see here the excesses of private science equity. Earth should just grab itself by its bootstraps and work harder. Yep, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't need a moon. In my day, we didn't have a moon. Yeah, I love a good production chain loop. Oh, you will love this game then. That's what this game is all about. And I think the one way where it is like Frostpunk is, you'll find throughout the game you are always in crisis, because that's the thing I love. That's the thing I loved about the first Frostpunk game. You're always in crisis. You're never in a moment where you're like, okay, it's all set up. Like whenever you think you finally got everything set up, something else happens that messes everything up, and that's kind of what happens in this game. So, yes, love this game. Absolute favorite of mine. Yeah, so we accidentally destroyed the human race. Oopsie. Yep, exactly. That's what happened. That's what happened. And so the people on your ship here are the last people. Now, this isn't much of a spoiler, but in the 100 years that we were gone, humanity discovered cryosleep technology. So you do increase your population throughout the game by basically thawing out people from these cryopods. But kind of like Victoria 3 and a lot of other games, your most valuable resource is people. You need people and energy. You need the people to work the buildings, and you need the energy to keep it going. And so it's a lot of like resource management. Hey, Melisomnia, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, apologies, you're catching me right as I'm kind of wrapping it up here. We played through the prologue of Ixion. Oh, hold on, let me do a shout out here. Shout out to Melisomnia. Did I do it right? Yeah, there we go, I did it right. Yeah, everybody check out Melisomnia. She's a fantastic streamer. Does Victoria 3, among other things. Also does Subnautica 2. I love watching your Subnautica 2 streams. I have that game, and every so often I load it up, and it's a fun game. But yes, shout out. How goes it here? Pretty good. We lost our Frostpunk 2 game earlier. I don't know how it got away from us. And so I decided to do what is basically Frostpunk in space. We're gonna tell our kids humans leave the Earth on our time gone and never came back. Just a white lie. Yeah, sorry kids. Humanity left to go get some smokes and never came back. All right, though. I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. Pretty good session tonight. We did some good Frostpunk 2 stuff. Don't quite know how it all went to hell, but that's the nature of Frostpunk. We got to check out some Ixion. I haven't loaded up Ixion in a long time. Absolute favorite game of mine. But I think that'll be it for the night. And that's it for me for the week. So the next time I'm going to be on will be on Tuesday. My regular Victoria 3 day. We're starting a new run in Sokoto. So hopefully everyone will check that out. I often forget that if the moon gets destroyed, there's a goodbye to Earth too. Yeah. I read a post-apocalyptic book a while back. It was actually a series. I read the first and second one, and basically the premise was very simple. The moon, I think it was like the moon got closer to the Earth or something like that, and so everything in the Earth just kind of went nuts. It was a pretty good book. I never got to the third one though. But yeah, the moon is precious to us. Always painful, the losses. Yeah, I know, especially since the Frostpunk run we had going, or Frostpunk 2, I should say. In all the previous episodes, we were just banging it out. Surplus goods and everything. And in tonight's episode, it just went to shit in a moment's notice. But that's Frostpunk, and that's kind of what's great about that game. If you want to play more of this game, let's do it next time. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about it, but I was also kind of thinking... So I think we're done with Frostpunk 2. I think next Friday, I might want to do some Corsair Cove, that new, like, base building pirate game. Because I've been playing a little bit of that. It's pretty cool. We might try that on Fridays for a little bit. Let's hope the recent SpaceX didn't set things in motion accidentally. Yeah. Oh my God. When I heard that they were crashing into the moon, because so in this game there's a major Elon Musk vibe with the antagonist. So I was like, oh boy, here we go. It's Ixion in real life now. Perfect timing. Clocking out of work now. Good way to wrap up the week. Nice. Looking forward to Sokoto next week. Awesome. Glad I could help you get through work. All right, though, my friends, we are gonna wrap it up here. I can't. I'm trying to hold off the Twitch ads here so we can wrap it up, but you can only hold them off for so long. All right, thank you, everybody. It was fun tonight. Hopefully, I'll see everybody on Tuesday. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm wrapping up right as you get here. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hopefully, I'll see everybody. Hopefully, everybody has a great weekend. And hopefully, I'll see everybody on Tuesday. Oh, hold on. I can see because my unified chat is so slow. I can see there's a chat coming in. I don't want to wrap up before it. Oh, there it is. I'm curious to see Corsair Cove. It came up in a list of games to check out. Looked like a lot of fun. So far, it's been a lot of fun. So far, it has been. I really like it. That's why I was like, oh, I definitely got to stream this one. But yeah. Hey, Max Out. Good night to you as well. Thank you. All right, good night, everybody. And as always, be awesome. I will see you next time.